Hey guys, Moms Against Medical Bullying. I just wanted to discuss something really quick. So I was I'm not researching. I was doing a quick search on geoengineering again because sometimes I just get curious about things. And I was reading something that seemed a little closer to the truth, but I'm sure is not the whole truth because I don't think that they reveal the whole truth of the matter to things to us. So there's a lot of doublespeak. So then, right? Because on one side they say these lines in the sky are contrails, like I said in many of the other videos. In the child's book, those lines are purported to be contrails that are just just stuff coming out of planes, just everything's okay. This is just, just what happens. So it says doublespeak is language that deliberately obscures, disguises, distorts, or even reverses the meaning of words. Doublespeak may take the form of euphemisms such as downsizing for layoffs and servicing the target for bombing, in which case it is primarily meant to make the truth sound more palatable. It may also refer to intentional ambiguity in language or to actual inversion of meaning. In such cases, doublespeak disguises the nature of the truth. Doublespeak is most closely associated with political language. So, if we go to Wikipedia, right, search that word, contrail, we see a line in the sky, and they tell us they're line-shaped clouds or condensation trails composed of ice particles that are visible behind jet aircraft engines. All right. And then we know that they admitted that those lines, stay in the sky and form clouds. But this is doublespeak because they make it sound like it's an accident. You know what I mean? This is not done. The cirrus cloud makes the cirrus cloud. It's not done intentionally. See, they say it may be visible for a few seconds or minutes, or may persist for hours and spread to be several miles wide, resembling natural cirrus or alto-cumulus clouds. All right. Persistent contrails are of particular interest to scientists because they increase the cloudiness of the atmosphere. All right, so then whatever, I read that last time a little bit. There's that. And then you search the word geoengineering. So the person who's like a little bit more ignorant is gonna search, what are the lines in the sky, right? They're gonna see contrast. But if you know the words to search, you have to already kind of know the lingo. Then you get something that's a little different. So, what I searched in DuckDuckGo, which DuckDuckGo is honestly not that much better than Google. If you search anything about flat earth on DuckDuckGo, they don't give you any flat earth stuff. Flat earth. Okay, continuing on. So I searched geoengineering effect on global warming, right? I wanted to see what would come up. And there's a pretty good article. It says 5 geoengineering solutions proposed to fight climate change. Right? Climate change, that's a whole thing in of itself. So this is what they claim. Humans can't reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Can we design our way out of climate change catastrophe? So let's go down to their solutions. So they have carbon dioxide removal. CDR refers to different techniques for removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, reducing warming. So they claim that carbon dioxide warms the atmosphere. What do you guys think about that? I should dig into this this topic more. But so they say the most established of these processes is bioenergy with carbon capture and storage, which IPCC has already incorporated into its modeling. This involves burning biomass for energy and capturing and storing the emissions underground. This was used in commercial operation by Climeworks that opened last year. Soil carbon sequestration, afforestation, and ocean fertilization, where added nutrients cause CO2 to be trapped in the deep ocean, are also methods of CDR. All right. Oh, let's see. Is it safe? The chemical recapture and storage of CO2 deep underground is seen as generally secure for thousands of years. Natural carbon sinks to the soil, and trees reverse earlier, so they need to be used with care. So this one is interesting. So there we have the line in the sky again. Now they're calling it something different. Stratospheric aerosol injection is the main type of solar radiation management. So which we know they've been using, right, for a long time, I guess now. It's considered in the IPCC report. This is where geoengineering gets more controversial, whereas CDR addresses the cause of global warming, or their said cause. Reducing greenhouse gases, SRM only masks it or offsets it. In the case of stratospheric aerosol injection, gases are pumped into the stratosphere to reflect some of the sun heat, mimicking an effect that happens naturally in a strong volcanic eruption. So the thing is, what I've noticed when they do these, and the sky is blue like that, over days, when they continue doing it, the sky becomes a lighter blue and light and like a white chalky blue. And what I notice is the atmosphere seems to get warmer after these sprayings, after they do this. And the sun tends to feel hotter. That's what I noticed this week. All right. Is it feasible? I guess they're going to act like they haven't been doing it. Let's see. The IPCC says there is a high agreement that SAI could work to limit warming up to below 1.5 degrees Celsius, and the technology exists to carry out the task. They are carrying out the task, though. But the scale of SAI makes its governance difficult. Implementing it in one country can trigger rain and extreme weather across borders. Lack of public support might be its biggest hurdle, but they're already doing this. This is what they're already doing. I mean, the doublespeak is ridiculous. Is it safe? There are concerns over unforeseen consequences with using geoengineering on this scale. Another issue is what happens when SAI is discontinued. The termination shock would cause a spike in temperatures, creating huge problems for future generations who did not consent to the practice. They're doing it and we didn't consent, but they're acting like they're not doing it. It's sickening. Actually, well, this article I think is from 2018 or something, but okay. What do they have here? Marine cloud brightening. Like all forms of SRM, MCB involves reflecting sunlight away from the earth in some way. In this case, sea salt or other particles are sprayed into marine clouds to make them thicker and more reflective. Several simulations have confirmed the mechanism works, and the IPCC says MCB has potential to lower temperatures on a regional level. There are similar concerns with unforeseen consequences as with SAI, but on a more localized scale. Cirrus cloud thinning. So, okay, this is what they said those contrails make, these cirrus clouds. What is it? CCT is almost the opposite of marine cloud brightening. High-altitude cirrus clouds are thin and wispy, so they don't reflect much solar radiation back into quote-unquote space, or we could say into the ether, I don't know, and instead trap long-wave radiation on Earth. CCT proposes thinning them further through cloud seeding, letting more long-wave radiation escape. The problem with CCT is that the cloud seeding can have the exact opposite effect, thickening the cirrus formations. It's among the least understood of geoengineering proposals at this stage and can't be considered feasible. It's uncertain. But they're already doing this. But they're saying these formations are contrails. Like, wow. It's amazing. Ground-based albedo modification. The word albedo refers to how much solar radiation a planet reflects from its surface. Modifying Earth's albedo from the ground could come from small architectural measures like whitening roofs and land use management. It could also take on much larger scale ideas. Mentioned in the IPCC report include covering glaciers or deserts with reflective shading. The IPCC concludes that GBAM has real potential to lower temperatures, but on a regional scale than global. It is based on natural analogs that have been observed to work, and simulations have so far confirmed the mechanism. So I just think this is interesting. They tell us here what they're doing, but I obviously don't think that's the whole truth. There's a lot of propaganda. Anyways, share your thoughts on global warming and what you think that is and what you think it means through the doublespeak. Do you think the temperatures are getting warmer? Do you think it's due to their geoengineering methods? Yeah, share your thoughts down below.